It was a dominant performance by the Nets big men and a dominant blowout victory over the Philadelphia 76ers here at the Barclays Center. The Brooklyn Nets get a win 104-83 over the 76ers. Hi, I'm Dexter Henry for NetsDaily.com, joined by Tom Lorenzo. He's back with me with the post-game report. And Tom, this was a tremendous performance by the Nets big men. We saw Reggie Evans with 17 points, 24 rebounds. He had a double-double in the first quarter alone when he had 10 and 10. And then Brook Lopez, he was tremendous too in the paint with 29 points and 11 rebounds. When the big men dominate, this looks like a recipe for success for the Nets.
Absolutely. I mean, Brook Lopez got it going early, 15 points in the first quarter. They really worked the inside-outside with Brook. He was stepping out, hitting those baseline jumpers that he's really fallen in love with. He had nice moves where he's posting up, dishing and diving. Had that nice pump fake to the hoop for a layup against Lavoy Allen. So overall, Brook Lopez really got this team started and going. And like you said, the play of Reggie Evans in that first quarter is what helped the momentum and carried on into a blowout victory for the Nets.
And the blowout victory could be key, as next up for the Nets back-to-back tomorrow in Boston. The players talked about how big this victory was, how dominant they were on the boards and in the paint, and just how good it is to get rolling as the playoffs are coming up.
It's been great. It seems like a nightly routine thing now, but he's really become so great, at making decisions once he gets offensive rebound, whether it's to go back up strong, or find the open man. It was good for us to get in our groove, and set the tone for us tomorrow night.
Hopefully it's not just this one game thing. We have some big games coming up. I mean, every game from here on out is huge for us. So I think that's really key is paying attention to detail, paying attention to our game plan, and then going out and executing that game plan.
So next up for the Nets is a matchup with the Celtics tomorrow night in Boston. They have to keep things going. They have to dominate in the paint. Darren Williams said after the game, this is not something they want to just see as a one-game thing. They want to keep this going. What else do you think the Nets need to do as they prepare for the playoffs?
Well, it was helpful tonight that no starter had to play 30 minutes because of the blowout victory. They're all able to rest in the fourth quarter. So health is key, especially with Joe Johnson. Came in, played 23 minutes. Got to keep him healthy. Got to keep Brook Lopez and Darren Williams obviously healthy. Get them their minutes, but you don't want to overextend them as they head in the playoffs. So one key is to keep the momentum, but also keep these guys healthy and keep it so they don't have to play these extended minutes as they head into the playoffs.
That is going to be key. Health is always going to be key. You want all hands on deck for the playoffs when that time comes. And talking about the playoffs, all Net fans are talking about seeding. Right now, it looks like the Nets can't get any higher than fourth. They'll probably play the Chicago Bulls or the Atlanta Hawks in the first round. What is the key for the Nets to do to make sure? I think the primary thing, if we're looking at it, Tom, is we have to ensure that the Nets get themselves home court in the first round. That's the primary goal. Would you say that?
That's absolutely key right now. You look at the schedule. They do have the Celtics away tomorrow. They do have the Pacers on the road. But other than that, it's a fairly easy schedule. But you can't take these games for granted because they do need to win in order to maintain that home court advantage. If it's Monday or if it's Wednesday of next week and they've got it locked up, they can rest their starters. They can give guys like Marshawn Brooks, C.J. Watson more minutes, but they still do have to play on top of their game to maintain that home court advantage because it's not going to be easy going on the road and winning a series in Chicago or even in Atlanta. So they have to make sure that they're still playing playoff basketball now, even though the schedule dictates and shows that it's a lot easier against their opponents.
Definitely important. You always want to have as many home games as possible as you can have in the playoffs, and that's what the Nets want. They want fans here at the Barclays Center pumped up and ready for the NBA postseason. That's a wrap from here at the Barclays Center, where the Nets defeated the Philadelphia 76ers 104-83. For Tom Lorenzo, I'm Dexter Henry for NetsDaily.com.